MS is a disease of the central nervous system. Because it's affecting the whole of the spinal cord and brain, that really controls your whole body and all its functions. It generally affects people when they're younger, in the prime of their lives really. This is why it's so devastating, because it can really stop people in their tracks.
I struggle walking, balance. Fatigue is quite difficult as well, and that's a hard thing to explain to people. Just feeling not as in control as your body as what it used to be.
I was diagnosed 18 years ago. Well, it changed my life quite a lot because I was quite an active person. I was a sort of hill walker, dancing sort of girl. But I haven't danced for a long time till this.
Elevate is our new dance health project. Dance classes for people living with MS. It's artistic, it's creative, providing movement and imagery and mood that helps support these symptoms. We start with mindfulness, where we do some breathing, we check into the body to combat anxiety and fatigue that people can suffer from. From there, we begin to introduce movement. But this is very much self-led movement. It's about discovering what movement is comfortable for them to do that day.
A lot of us can become very isolated with MS. I didn't realise how much I missed dancing in my life. Makes you feel really expressive, makes you feel happy. Dance is a conversation. There are very few things that you can do that can give you the exercise, the stretching, and there's so much pleasure. You get to listen to live music. All the arts are good for our minds, they're good for our soul.
When I'm doing the movements, when I'm moving my arms, I still feel the tightness, I still feel the heaviness, but I'm expressing myself. It's almost as if it tricks your brain, because your brain tricks you with MS and makes you feel things that actually isn't really there. So suddenly I'm able to move my arm and do things and control it. You go, oh, I can do that, I didn't know I could do that.
One of the big concerns we had when we first started was that people would suffer from overheating and fatigue and get to the end of the class and feel worse than when they came in. The feedback we're getting is that people are coming out feeling energised, awake, confident. So far the model that we're working with seems to be targeting all the things that we were hoping to target without the negative repercussions.
It's such a positive place to be after being diagnosed with MS and their care being very medicalised. Something like the class here is somewhere where people have chosen to come.
I was first diagnosed 20 years ago. I have never, in all the time that I've been diagnosed, ever been to a class. I was frightened to see what it looked like and potentially what I could be like, so I was in denial, I suppose. I've asked my family and they think my mental well-being's been better. You're meeting other people that have got the same as you, you're able to talk to them, and that is something that I had put off for so long.
Getting to speak to people who just understand, who don't judge, it's completely changed the way that I live with my MS.
They might have thought that they can't do something anymore, and actually we're suggesting that they can do it, maybe via a different route, maybe using imagery, maybe using breath, maybe finding a different way to work their bodies, finding different pathways and different tools.
You just feel free because you're able to just get lost in the moment. Because MS can make you feel so heavy and you just fall, it's horrible. You leave, you're lighter, you're more fluid, you feel liberated. I'll say normal in inverted commas, whatever that is.
I am not unique in terms of how much I love this class. When I dance, I feel free. I'm free of judgments, I'm free of obligation, I'm free of responsibilities, and it just gives me the chance to be me. I am the person that I was before I had MS.